To all of our listeners and viewers around the country and around the world. The Bush administration is intensifying its pressure on Congress to quickly approve a $700 billion bailout of the financial industry, despite warnings from economists and some governmental officials that the bailout could worsen the financial crisis. Last night, President Bush held a primetime address to warn the nation's entire economy is in danger if the bailout is not approved as soon as possible.
The government's top economic experts warn that without immediate action by Congress, America could slip into a financial panic and a distressing scenario would unfold. More banks could fail, including some in your community. The stock market would drop even more, which would reduce the value of your retirement account. The value of your home could plummet. Foreclosures would rise dramatically. And if you own a business or a farm, you would find it harder and more expensive to get credit. More businesses would close their doors, and millions of Americans could lose their jobs. Even if you have good credit history, it would be more difficult for you to get the loans you need to buy a car or send your children to college. And ultimately, our country could experience a long and painful recession. Fellow citizens, we must not let this happen.
Thursday night's address was the first time in his presidency that Bush delivered a primetime speech devoted exclusively to the economy. His dire scenario about the state of the economy stood in stark contrast to his comments at his last press conference 2 months ago.
I think the system basically is sound. I truly do. And I understand there's a lot of nervousness, but the economy's growing, productivity's high, trade's up. People are working. It's not as good as we'd like, but and to the extent that we find weakness, we'll move. That's one thing about this administration. We're not afraid of making tough decisions.
Today, the president